A large severe weather outbreak may be coming to the United States, and I think we need to talk about it on this channel for several reasons. The first reason is that this is going to be impacting a lot of people. The National Weather Service highlights that in their outlook, which I will show later. But for now, I want to really show the viewers at home what the sort of setup is of this event and what you can be expecting. So first, we're going to go to the GFS model. And I noticed that a lot of the things that I'm showing on this channel, I'm not really explaining in the best detail possible. So I'll make sure to do that now. So today, we're just looking at some rain out here. This is Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas showers. Alright, that's going to kind of dissipate throughout the day. So Mississippi, you got nothing. And the reason why I'm focused on the southeast and not focus on each region of the country is that I just kind of want to show, because this is where probably in this area, maybe over here, is where the worst severe weather will be happening. So I do want to talk about that. Alright, this is into tomorrow and day after tomorrow. We got some rain here setting up. And this is going to move into the Alabama area and the Tennessee Valley area by Saturday. If you're in Tennessee, south of Nashville, north of Huntsville, north of Oxford, Mississippi, Tupelo, Mississippi, this will arrive Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. And as you see here, that is exactly what it does. It sets up, you can have some light thunderstorm activity with this. What I like to show on this channel is convective available potential energy, or CAPE. That may sound complicated and boring, but what it really means is the energy that thunderstorms can take advantage of us. This is important for predicting whether thunderstorms get big or not. So I will be looking at that. I'm going to look at CAPE at the surface, so we can see what the low-level dynamics for the thunderstorm is looking at instability-wise. So as you see, here's your Saturday storms. You do get a little bit of CAPE out in front of them, but notice this big ridge of CAPE building here in the back. That will support thunderstorms Sunday night, or mid-Sunday into Sunday night. Those will be the most dangerous, and I'll time that out for you. So you get this first wave of thunderstorms to move through, and the second wave builds. Alright, clear 1,000, 2,000 joules per kilogram for this whole area, and then that moves out. Alright, so let's look at this from a precipitation standpoint. And to do that, I'm going to look from simulated reflectivity, so we can see the futurecast precipitation. You see this kind of wall of precipitation here on the Mississippi, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas state line, Mississippi River. Late Saturday, that moves into places like Tupelo, Mississippi, Oxford, Mississippi, Nashville, Tennessee, Fayetteville, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You're getting impacted Saturday afternoon into Saturday night from these thunderstorms. The National Weather Service hasn't really declared these thunderstorms severe, but be weather aware. If any of these take advantage of their environment, they could produce hail and damaging winds, up to 50, 60 miles an hour here on this leading edge of this line. So everybody in Alabama on this day, and all Mississippi, as well as into Georgia and Tennessee for Saturday, needs to be weather aware. But the day you need to be focusing on and really planning around is Sunday. That's where the highest impacts will occur. You have this first wave of rain move through, kind of lingers here in northern Alabama, and your atmosphere sort of clears up. Now, what we're worried about with this Saturday event is the idea that there could be discrete development at ahead of this main cold front that will be moving through. And as you know, cold fronts create thunderstorms. But at ahead of such cold fronts, if discrete thunderstorms called supercells develop with rotating updrafts, that could cause a problem. And we see the numbers specifically tailored to supercells called the supercell composite will show us where the highest chance of a supercell occurring is. This isn't Sunday. You can see that chance really blooms here across northern Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, southern and eastern Missouri, and northern Tennessee, southern Kentucky. If this were to take place, the atmosphere is primed for supercell development. And to show that to you, I'll take a sounding right around Florence, Alabama. If you live in Florence, Alabama, or in Alabama in general, on Sunday, that is the day to watch out for. Even though my channel is great, relying on local news on this type of day will also be good as well. However, if your power goes out, it'll be good to have a weather radio. So make sure you have one of those. But if this environment truly becomes tailored the way it is looking like, then you see the supercell analogs, especially once you start seeing these significant supercell analogs, you can really be expecting the chance for some stronger tornadoes. I'm not saying this is going to happen because this is a week out, but you need to be careful because if any of these thunderstorms develop and they start becoming this certain way, this supercell design to them, then they'll be able to produce large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. And your day's not even done. Notice how the supercell composite just kind of gets cut out of the picture. This line right here is your cold front, and it's feeding off all this supercell composite that's out ahead of it. Also known as a Cape shear product, all this shear and all this cape will be fuel for any thunderstorms that develop along the line. If the cold front produces thunderstorms, damaging wind and large hail can be a possibility. So I need everybody in this area, this general area, to be weather aware on this day. And I'll refine that area as we look at the National Weather Service Severe Weather Outlook. So let's look at the Cape shear, the most unstable Cape shear. You notice that there's not really much out ahead of this Saturday storm. But the Sunday storm, however, is very different, with intense values of Cape and shear. As the line moves through, those values are lower. However, there seems to be a secondary line, which could weaken the main line. However, I believe both lines, if developed, will be very strong and should be monitored. Now, we're going to look at the National Weather Service Severe Weather Outlook so we can have a better idea of what these storms will do. And I believe this is day 5. And we're going to do 4 through 8. So if you want to look this up yourself, it'll be 4 through 8. And this was issued March 26th. We're going to look at day 5. Day 5. All right. Notice what the National Weather Service has highlighted. This just shows the uncertainty of this day and how far-reaching the instability will be. Notice the 15% area. They theoretically could go 30%, but on a day 5 outlook like this, that's extremely rare. 50% already should be concerning. Anybody within this yellow circle needs to be weather aware on Sunday. Immediately. You need to have a weather radio. You need to have something to where you can get warnings. Just in case a thunderstorm develops in the middle of the night, you won't really know it's there until you receive a tornado warning. And digital phone warnings could be your one way to receive that. My job here on YouTube, though I'm not adamant on the weather aspect of it too much, I really want to keep people safe. Because in these types of events, it's very difficult to get yourself hurt. So everybody in this yellow circle, I plead with you to do something to keep you and your family safe. For weather aspect, just in case something happens that we're not expecting, which has happened before, especially on my channel, you need to be ready for that in every which way. Now I'm going to go to tropical tidbits because I don't want to leave anybody out. This application will help me, website's not an application, but it'll help me look at the whole country. You see this area of low pressure over here? This spirally thing? This system right here is the one that's going to cause our severe weather on Saturday, possibly. This one is your more Sunday system, and I will show that to you. So, we're going to go to the European model. This is a model that's European and it has a good grasp on the whole country. So today you're looking at light snow showers in New York. You're probably experiencing that right now, especially in Buffalo, places like that. It's not out of the ordinary. Albany. All right, those snow showers kind of go away. You cool down tonight. You get another wave. All right, this is around Thursday, Friday time. All right, rain, snow mix. All right, not expecting a lot of accumulation out of this. And thunderstorms here are building in Texas. Now these shouldn't be severe, but I'm also recognizing this line here that's in Missouri. If you're in Missouri Friday, you could have some impacts from any thunderstorm development that develops like that. Though pretty much anywhere on the edge of this ridge has a chance for thunderstorms. You still should be pretty careful and you should plan around that. You get this Alberta clipper, or just area of moisture that gets funneled from the Pacific, goes over to Canada, and it comes back over here to New England. This needs to be watched. All right, places like Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine could get impacted by the snow side of this. Freezing rain line could exist northern New York, and then rain after that. South of that, really. So that goes by maybe like an inch to 3 inches of accumulation, and you kind of see two areas here. There's this area here in Iowa and Missouri that's looking like it's going to have some thunderstorms that could produce some hail, indicated by these sharper colors in these thunderstorms. Down here you have more of just a general thunderstorm development, if not rain. And a lot of these thunderstorms are switching over to freezing rain, especially up here with this big snow shield that'll be stretching from Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and Michigan. All right. This second wave dies, a new wave and a new low here kind of starts to deepen Texas Panhandle, and we start seeing thunderstorms fire along this warm front here that it has. So you start seeing these bigger thunderstorms. They could put out a separate severe weather risk. This would be mainly a Friday risk into early Saturday. This would be a late Saturday risk into early Sunday. Those storms weaken and new storms fire, all right? So we're just seeing general thunderstorm development where they put that yellow risk. Watch Ohio, because they're also in this risk, and it's for good reason. Look how far north this moisture is getting. Ohio is well within the warm sector. They could be seeing Cape values over 500 joules per kilogram, which could support thunderstorms. These thunderstorms advance across the area. We're starting to see these squally features, and this is never a good sign, especially when these advance into the Mississippi, Alabama area. You see this line of thunderstorms that could be more broken and discrete, so we need to watch that. But you also see these showers here that could develop out ahead of this will definitely be severe, so you need to watch out for that as well. But the beginning stages of this look the most intense, including the squall line here that the European is adamant on. I can look at this model called the REGEM. I don't know if it's going to see this, but it goes out pretty far. It goes out 84 hours. Like I said, thunderstorm development in Texas, you can really see that. Maybe even some hailstorms. And that snow in New York, not expecting a lake effect, but could have a quick lake effect here near Buffalo. All right, that kind of moves on. This high gets kicked out. It shows the Saturday storms, but not actually. It doesn't even show Saturday storms. It shows just kind of a wave of showers here. And if this is the case, the atmosphere is going to get even more primed so for whatever thunderstorms develop on Sunday. I think moral of the story is everybody needs to be weather aware in the next coming days. The thumbnail is not for nothing. There is a big weather flip coming, and who knows? It's going to impact a lot of people, but we'll never know how bad it will be until it actually happens. That's why you need to be prepared in every single way, shape, or form that you possibly can, because I want you to be safe. This happens to so many people every year where they don't heed the warnings, and they end up getting their house destroyed and they don't know about it, or even killed. So everybody in this severe weather area that the National Weather Service highlighted, I'll show it to you now. Everybody in this yellow box needs to be weather aware. That's what I'm going to end this video on. Like, subscribe. You can't comment. I don't have comments enabled. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. This is a new channel. I basically tried everything, but I would be happy for you guys to comment. Tell me. Can't really tell me anything that you want to tell me, but you can email me at the Noah Ronald email that I've stated in past videos. If you don't know that one, then we're going to have to wait for a later time to communicate. But if you want any weather questions, you should refer to the Storm Prediction Center, National Weather Service, or your local news. I'll see you guys later, and good night.